welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In this video, I thought it was going to be fun to do a 1950s makeup routine. So I have the computer right in front of me where I'm going to be watching a 1950s film on how to do your makeup, and I'm going to be following it today. Since I haven't done my makeup, it's the perfect time to do so. I also wanted to give a quick disclaimer because I don't have any original 1950s makeup products here in this video. I'm using very modern products and just makeup I have at home, so just so you know, it's not going to be historically correct, but other than that, I'm going to try and follow everything as good as possible. As you can see, I'm also sitting on the floor because we are in the process of moving, and this is pretty much the only place I can sit right now is on the floor to film, and I'm going to be trying to do my best with this. If you could see my setup right now, you would probably laugh because I have the computer right here. I have a huge mirror on the right side because the only mirror that we still have in this apartment is a huge mirror that is probably as tall as I am, and I kind of leaned it against the fridge. So this is definitely a very professional setup today, but we're gonna roll with what we have. So without further ado, let's get started with this video. She's just putting on foundation with her hands,
which go on over throat and face to add a texture and color tone. Whatever the type of foundation, smooth it into the skin. Blend and keep blending till the foundation's completely unnoticeable.
My hands now because I think my foundation is pretty well blended right now. Okay, now I look like a ghost. Oh, now she's dabbing it off. I don't have a towel, so I'm just going to use cotton swabs for this. She's dabbing off the excess.
Put on lightly. Blend. And keep on blending.
Using rouge,
now
and I
to the
have to
question
use
of rouge.
very lightly, they
Rouge
said.
is a tip,
So,
not
oh
a
my gosh,
paste.
I can already see this is way too
Used
much.
lightly. Blend it on and slightly below the
Oh
bone
no!
under the
Well,
eye.
it's okay. I'll just blend it out.
And
Who
keep
knows?
blending
Maybe it's gonna look
upward and to
good.
add sparkle.
They're also saying that
Rouge
having too
unblended
much
into the
rouge
skin
makes
used
it
heavily
older.
makes you look
So,
older.
never knew
Like
that,
all
actually.
makeup, if it's
You're not
noticeable,
supposed to see that I'm
it's
wearing
badly
rouge,
used.
which normally you can see that, so maybe I can learn something from this video. Let me just blend that in. Oh, it's getting better. Alright, I think it's well blended now. Okay, now they're doing the eyebrows. So I'm just going to use my eyebrow pencil. And they're saying not to put too much in there.
So
I'm just
never
gonna
draw a single
follow
heavy
my
line.
natural
Just
eyebrow
accent
shape.
the
I think that's
natural.
what they're doing.
Gently,
Yeah, I
lightly
think they're just
sketch out the
following
line of
natural
each
eyebrow
hair in the
shape.
direction in which the
Filling
hair
them in a
grows,
little
beginning the line
bit.
parallel.
Okay.
Now brush the hairs up with a dry brush. You'll have a beautiful clean
I
line.
have a beautiful clean line now. I am not so sure, but I'm just going to leave my eyebrows like this, and I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. So I never actually thought of that before, but apparently you should be using your own eye color as an indication for which shade you should be using, but I just don't have the shade green, so I'm going to be using a natural brown shade, so we're just going to act like I have brown eyes. It's also really interesting that they're blending the eyeshadow all the way to the brows. I don't usually do that. I normally just stay on my eyelid, so that's really interesting. We'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of interested to see. And it also is supposedly going to make my eyes bigger, which is really good because I have naturally quite small eyes and I love anything that makes them look a little bit bigger. So we'll see. Well, I think this is pretty unnoticeable. Okay, so now I'm going to use mascara. Unfortunately, I don't have this powder mascara that you blend with water that they used in the 50s. So I'm just going to use a very modern mascara for my eyes. So I'm supposed to brush each lash individually. That is something I haven't done before. Let me try and brush each lash individually. Also, I'm supposed to kind of wipe off the brush until it's almost dry. Okay, so this is wiped almost dry. I'm going to try and use it on each eyelash individually. Okay, so they're saying use a dry brush to brush almost everything off.
The beauty of the eye is what you see, not the makeup.
Okay, now off to the lipstick. I don't have a brush or anything, so I'm just going to use my normal red lipstick. It kind of has like, not really a brush, but it has this thing attached to it, so that kind of works as a brush, so I think it's going to give pretty much the same results.
A little patience and a little practice and you'll be an expert. Fill the brush with color. As always, you can check color by effect. Do you notice the lips themselves? Or do you say, that's a lovely woman? Trace a clean, unexaggerated line staying as close to the natural line as possible. Blot off all excess for the smooth, natural look.
Now I'm going to use my white powder, and I'm just going
Now
to
for
use
powder.
my cotton swab
Take a
again.
clean piece of cotton. Cotton's best because it fluffs powder on, doesn't leave a heavy, flat surface. Use fresh each time for absolute cleanliness. Fluff on powder for a softening effect. And then brush and brush off.
I don't really use powder a lot normally, but I think it makes my skin look softer in a way.
Then
Okay,
for
so
a
I'm
final
using a wet
professional
cotton swab
touch,
for this.
take a sponge, dampen it only slightly, and pat all over your makeup.
So this is the finished look. I have to say that I really appreciate how in this tutorial, and just in the 1950s in general, there was more emphasis put on natural beauty over putting on a lot of makeup, which I really appreciate. And I actually really enjoyed doing this, even though I don't think I'm going to be wearing red lipstick every single day, because I think it's just not really a look for me. And even though I don't think I'm going to be wearing this as my day-to-day makeup, I do still think it's a very cute makeup look and perfect for someone who is more minimalistic in their makeup and wanting to look fresh, but not like they're wearing a bunch of stuff on their face. And having that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to leave me a like and a comment down below, and maybe you can subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my further videos. Also make sure to click this bell notification thingy to always be notified whenever I post a video, and until next time, I wish you a wonderful day and week. Bye!